Good morning everyone. Next part of process of manufacturing of concrete is transporting and placing. In a previous video we have seen how to take the dry aggregates and how to mixing process and batching process already we have seen. Now next process is transporting and placing. Means whatever you have mixed the concrete, how to transport it to the required site and how to place it. So for transporting you can use, there are different materials which you can use for the transporting. First one is mortar pan, second one is wheelbarrows, third one is belt conveyor, fourth one is crane or buckets. So one by one we will go through it. Mortar pan is nothing but concrete is carried in the small quantities. It is nothing but wherever the small jobs are required or wherever the small sites are there, you can use mortar pan. Mortar pan is nothing but in normal language we call them as butties. You can see in the pic here. So this is nothing but the mortar pan, that is the normal butties which we see at a construction site. Next one is wheelbarrows. Wheelbarrows are nothing but short flat halls on all the types of on-site concrete construction. You might have seen whenever the slab casting or beam casting or column casting is going on, you can see the wheelbarrows. The wheelbarrows is nothing but a bucket is that for a bucket the wheels are attached to that, so you can easily carry them from the concrete wherever it is mixed to the site wherever you have to place it or wherever the concrete has to be placed. It becomes very simple and very soon. So you can see the pic. This is nothing but wheelbarrows. You might have seen at construction site or wherever the construction is going on, you can see such type of machine. This is called as wheelbarrows. Next one is belt conveyor. Belt conveyor are nothing but conveyors concrete horizontally or higher or lower level. A belt is provided using the automatic switches or machines. The belt keeps on rotating, which carries the concrete within the belt and place it wherever it is required and transported to the place where the concrete has to be transported. It is horizontal belt conveyor. So you can see in the pic, these are nothing but the belt conveyor. Here the concrete is poured and the switch is on. The continuously the belt keeps on rotating and then it is placed at the required site and required place. Next one is crane or buckets. Crane or buckets are usually used where the top level works are going on, means at the larger construction where the concrete has to be carried from the ground floor to the 30-story or 40-story site. That time you have to go for buckets and crane, or you can go for cable ways. This is used for the larger type of construction. So you can see using cranes and using buckets, the concrete is carried from the down floor to the top floor, where the construction sites are very huge and concrete required is also very huge in amount. Next one is pumps. Pumps is also another method where you can directly pump the concrete from the transit mixer to the place or where the concrete has to be placed, that is first story, second story, third story. These pumps also are used usually when the construction sites are very big or very large and stories are more there. So conveying concrete from central discharge point to the formwork wherever the formwork has been done using the pumping. Pumps are on. Directly the concrete is pumped from the place where the concrete is mixed. It is directly pumped to the place where the concrete has to be placed. Next one is transit mixer. Transit mixers are nothing but the mixers. The transit trucks will be carrying the concrete from the RMC plant to the site where the concrete is required. It keeps on rotating continuously and water sprinkling also takes place so that concrete does not get hardened very soon and it does not lose its strength and durability. This is used for the larger distance also or for the shorter distance also, or where the place whenever the sites are very inside and you cannot cast the concrete at the construction site, then you can go for RMC, that is transit mixer, you can go. Next one is compacting. Once you place the concrete, now already you have seen how to mix the dry aggregate, then how to mix the wet aggregate, then you have seen how to transport the concrete once it is prepared and how it has to be placed. After placing and transporting, you have to go for compacting. Compacting is nothing but whatever the concrete you have placed at the required site, it has to settle down properly. If it don't settle down properly, what will happen? It goes for segregation, bleeding, it loses the strength, it loses the durability. So compaction of concrete is the process adopted for expelling the entrapped air from the concrete. Whatever the air is present in the concrete, you are going to remove that air, so there will be no any air voids or honeycomb structures formed. So there are two types of compaction. One is hand compaction, one is vibration. Hand compaction is normally used when the construction sites are very small and your site concrete also placing is very less, and vibrators are used when your construction site is huge, so that the concrete does not gets very soon hardened. So vibrators are used at that place when the construction site is very big. Normally now everyone are using the vibrators, so that work becomes very easy and it becomes very fast also, so that concrete is compacted before it attains the initial setting time. Hand compaction is usually is used for ordinary and unimportant structure. Workability should be decided in such a way that chances of honeycomb shall not be minimum. That is what I said you. Before the concrete reaches the initial setting time, you have to compact it so that honeycomb structures and all the airs whichever are present in the concrete has to be removed. Once you remove that before the initial setting time, then the concrete will be durable and it obtains the proper strength. If it is it can be done using rods or tamping rod also, it can be done. Then vibrators are nothing but, vibrator is an impart to the concrete by the mechanical means. Mechanical means an electrical switch will be there, which a rod will be placed at the pipe, then the switch is on, then it starts vibrating. Once you place the rod into the concrete, it starts vibrating. Vibrating is nothing but it shakes front and back, so that all the airs whatever are removed and the concrete is reached at the joints wherever and placed at each and every corner, because concrete is having the gravel and it is also having the reinforcement. When reinforcement also will be there for the slab casting, column casting, beam casting. So concrete has to be reached at each and every corner of the required required part of slab, column or beam. So vibrators are used so that there will be no any honeycomb structure formed or segregation takes place or bleeding takes place, so that concrete is placed properly and it reaches the each and every corner of the slab, column or beam. Then they are in various type. It may be an external vibrator, internal vibrator, table vibrator, platform vibrator, surface vibrator. Out of these, any one of the vibrators you can use at a construction site for the compacting the concrete, so that there will be no any harm to the concrete and concrete can be placed properly and there will be no any honeycomb structures formed nor any voids will be there, and concrete reaches the strength and durability very good. Next one is curing. After placing and compacting, you have to go for curing, because the main part of the concrete is this part only, because if you don't cure the concrete properly, the strength and durability of the concrete loses and workability of the concrete also loses. The cement cannot gain its strength if you don't cure the concrete properly. So cement gains strength and hardness because of the chemical actions between cement and water. Once the cement gets mixed up with the water, it starts having the chemical reaction and heat of hydration is produced there. To reduce that, you have to go for the curing process. That is what this chemical reactions requires moisture, favorable temperature and time preferred to as the curing period. Curing of a freshly prepared concrete is very important for obtaining strength and durability. So after placing, compulsory the concrete has to be cured for 28 days depending upon the material which is there, whether either it is a slab casting or a beam casting or a column casting. So curing is also a most important part of your process of concrete. So you can see the pic, the person is curing the slab. Once the slab is casted, it is made up into a small squares so that the water remains and constant at least for 24 hours, so that the concrete is cured properly. So this is nothing but the process of manufacturing of concrete, how the concrete is being manufactured either at your site or either at your RMC plant, then how they are going to place the concrete, how they are going to transport the concrete. Once it is transported and placed, how you are going to compact the concrete so that it reaches each and every corner of your material, and later how you are going to cure the concrete. So these are the different types of stages which are there in the process of manufacturing of concrete. Thank you for listening.